Not a pretty sight here in Fort Worth. I'm Barry Tramel along with OSU writer Kyle Fredrickson, and the Cowboys on Saturday lose to TCU 42-9, one of the worst defeats in recent history for the Cowboys. Not in it from the start. TCU just dominated this game. The Frogs with a bunch of big plays. Cowboys couldn't find the end zone, and we get a blowout.
Yeah, there's no doubt OSU knew what the challenge was going to be today. Obviously, this was a dynamic offense that can put up a lot of plays with big chunk yardage. What Glenn Spencer told me before the game, he called X plays. They were ready for it. Doesn't mean they were ready to defend it. And the OSU offense was once again stagnant. But OSU had its chances. They got into the red zone 3 times, 1st and 10 inside the Horned Frogs' 20-yard line. But they're forced to kick field goals. And then for the first time, I think, since about 2009, we don't get a touchdown from this Cowboy offense, which was pretty shocking. But, Barry, they did get a little bit started in the run game. If we have a silver lining, is that it?
Well, I think they ran pretty well. Des Rowan and Tyreek Hill, they got Hill involved more. But like you said, they couldn't punch it in, and you would think with an improved running game, it would benefit the red zone. But what we saw is that the Cowboys just couldn't punch it in close, couldn't produce big plays on offense. They actually played, I thought. Cowboys played midway through first quarter, midway through the second, played pretty good. They were very competitive. Other than that, though, they were overmatched.
You're right. Not a lot to like after this game, and it doesn't help that safety Larry Stevens, cornerback Ashton Lampkin, both out. We thought this might be a game where those two guys could come back in and make a difference. But even if they had played, I'm not sure it would have made that much of a change because, with this type of offense, they were really able to do whatever they wanted to, and the score reflects that. And it really doesn't get much easier as the Cowboys move on next week playing a West Virginia team that just knocked off Baylor. So a tough road ahead for a team that's definitely down in the dumps after a loss like this.
Well, let's take a look at more highlights and what the Cowboys had to say.
Well, obviously that wasn't a very good day for us. We didn't make enough plays. Coaches coached better than us, and players played better, and we just got our butts kicked. There's really not anything else I can say. Well, we got behind. We ended up with a 2nd and 11 one time and a 2nd and 14. Put us behind. We ended up kicking field goals. At one time, you score a touchdown, it's 21-13. Maybe you're in a little bit better shape, but from that point on, we really never played a play anyway. They made all the plays, and we couldn't move the ball. I'm sure it would have helped, but we played a good football team. They're definitely a better football team this year, no question.
All I go by is what they did against us, and they, it was a woodshed day. So they've got talent in all the right places to be explosive on offense. That's the only side of the ball I know about, and they've got plenty of weapons. So it wasn't a surprise they had the weapons, and there wasn't a lot of gadget plays. They just executed with good players, and they had a good day. We didn't make some plays that I thought we were in position to make, and then I got to call a better game for these kids too.
Do you think it would have helped to punch in a few scores early to get some momentum? Is that something that could have sparked you guys maybe?
Scoring touchdowns always helps the team. We just got to figure it out on offense, and like I said, we just got to move forward from this and try and get better this week.
You're a senior guy in this locker room with so many young guys around you. What do you say to those guys after a game like this?
Just keep working hard. Nobody had their heads held down. Nobody was fussing at each other, so that's a good thing. We just got to come to work next week, and we just got to move on to West Virginia.
Yeah, they came out ready to play. They came out. They had plays going. We missed tackles. We messed up some coverages, and all in all, they ended up being the better team tonight.
How much have they improved from a year ago, from the team you saw the last time you played them? Are they one of the better teams you played this year? You played for us.
Yes, I feel like they're one of the better teams so far. They have improved a lot. Their O-line has improved a lot. Got bigger, better hands. The quarterback, of course, has gotten better, as you can tell. I think he's what runs the team, runs the offense, and he's doing a really good job of what he's doing right now.
Do you forget this one and move on, or what do you take from this one?
Just got to take it like it is. It's a loss on our record. Got to produce. Don't make the same mistakes next week and produce and get better. You don't want to repeat those same mistakes and get our eyes right. Just execute better.
It's not fun. It's never fun. I think it's the first loss I've been a part of since I've been here like this, really. I don't know if I can even think of another one, but it hurts. It hurts, but at the same time, the sun's gonna come up tomorrow. We got to wake up and go to work tomorrow.